Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Bill hires Remy to stage Luna's accident. A dark plot unfolds. Introduction. Shadows of deception on the horizon. Stories of passion, betrayal, and complex moral dilemmas have long thrived in the bold and the beautiful. The current storyline involving Luna Nozawa's dangerous pregnancy, her manipulative schemes, and the potential threat she poses to Will Spencer has reached a new tension-filled level. Now, spoilers suggest that Bill Spencer, driven by a desperate desire to rid himself of Luna's dangerous influence, and perhaps her unborn child, may be contemplating a dark, morally ambiguous plan to hire Remy Price to stage an accident that could lead to Luna losing the baby. This storyline raises profound questions about morality, loyalty, and extreme measures people will take when faced with dire circumstances. It also deals with the complex concepts of revenge, justice, and the question of whether one's actions are justified. Could Bill really orchestrate such a scheme? Who is Remy Price, and what are his motivations? What are the possible legal and emotional repercussions of stepping over this precarious boundary? In this comprehensive analysis, we will explore the characters' backgrounds, motivations, and relationships, examine the ethical dilemmas involved, and consider how this dark plot could unfold. We will also explore the potential impact on the characters involved, especially Luna, Will, Bill, and Remy, and what this could mean for the future of their intertwined lives. Part 1. Character backgrounds and motivations. Bill Spencer, the impulsive tycoon with a dark edge. Bill Spencer has consistently exhibited intense passions, be it for business, love, or family. Known for his impulsiveness and sometimes reckless decisions, Bill's actions are often driven by a desire to protect his loved ones, assert control, or seek revenge against those who threaten his family. Recently, Bill's decision to pardon Luna Nozawa was driven by complex motives, a mix of guilt over past mistakes, a fierce desire to protect Will, and perhaps an underlying hope that Luna could be rehabilitated or that she would leave his family alone. However, Luna's dangerous schemes have challenged Bill's judgment, leading him down a darker path. His current mindset is one of frustration and desperation. Luna's pregnancy and her manipulations threaten to destabilize the entire Spencer family. Bill's instinct to take control and eliminate threats could push him toward clandestine measures, like hiring an outsider to do his dirty work. Luna Nozawa, the obsessive manipulator. Luna Nozawa is a complex antagonist. Her obsession with Will Spencer, her manipulative tendencies, and her dangerous pregnancy have made her a ticking time bomb. Luna's delusional belief that she and Will are destined to be together, combined with her desire for control over her unborn child, fuels her dangerous behaviors. Luna perceives herself as a victim of circumstance, yet her actions, shooting Liam Spencer, threatening Will, and scheming to secure her future, reveal her as a deeply troubled woman driven by obsession and insecurity. Her unwavering belief that she will marry Will and that her child will be the future heir to her ambitions makes her dangerous. She's willing to go to extreme lengths, including violence, to achieve her goals. Remy Price, the jack of all trades. Remy Price is a character with a murky past. Once employed by Deacon Sharp, he's experienced upheaval and instability in his life. His recent work on Bill Spencer's air conditioning units exposed him to the Spencer mansion and the family's inner workings. Remy's character is layered. He's a handyman, a fixer, and someone who's known to be versatile, capable of both technical work and, in darker moments, more clandestine activities. His relationship with Luna, formed during their brief acquaintance, reveals a softer side. He's not inherently malicious, but his circumstances, fears, and loyalty to his boyfriend could influence his actions. Remy's boyfriend, the force that could push him. Remy's romantic partner is a key figure in this storyline. From what little we've seen, he's protective of Remy and harbors strong feelings about Luna, viewing her as dangerous and deserving of punishment. His fear of Luna and disapproval of her manipulative and violent tendencies could motivate him to push Remy into a dark decision. If Remy is hesitant to involve himself in any illegal activity, his boyfriend could be the one to insist, perhaps even taking matters into his hands, especially if they perceive Luna as a threat to their safety or to Will's family. Part 2. The ethical dilemmas and moral implications. Is hiring Remy to stage an accident justified? This question lies at the heart of the storyline. Bill Spencer's desire to eliminate Luna's threat, particularly her pregnancy, by orchestrating an accident raises profound moral questions. Is it ever justified to cause harm to another person, even if they are a threat? Does Luna's dangerous behavior and her potential to harm others justify such an extreme measure? What are the legal consequences of orchestrating an accident, even if it's staged? How would such an act impact Bill's conscience and reputation? The moral dilemma revolves around balancing justice and revenge. Luna's actions, shooting Liam, threatening Will, and her manipulative schemes are undeniably harmful. But does that justify causing her physical injury or risking her life? The ethical boundaries of revenge. Revenge is a powerful motivator, but it often leads to unintended consequences. If Bill were to hire someone to stage Luna's fall, it could spiral into a dangerous game with far-reaching repercussions. Illegal consequences: attempted assault, conspiracy, and potential murder charges if the act results in serious injury or death. Moral consequences: loss of integrity, guilt, and regret that could haunt Bill for the rest of his life. Impact on family: the risk of alienating loved ones or causing further chaos. The role of Remy Price, an unwilling accomplice. Remy's moral compass is uncertain. He might be reluctant to cause harm, especially if he perceives Luna as a victim or believes violence is unjustified. Yet, his loyalty to his boyfriend and his financial need could pressure him into compliance. If Remy refuses to participate, the question arises, who else might take on the task? His boyfriend's potential involvement adds another layer of threat. Part 3. The mechanics of the scheme. How could it happen? Planning the accident, the what and how. If Bill chooses to proceed, how might he orchestrate Luna's fall? Some plausible scenarios include a staged fall down the stairs. Luna could be pushed or accidentally trip, resulting in a fall that causes her to miscarry or lose the pregnancy. A trip during a confrontation. During a heated argument or scuffle, Luna could be pushed or stumble. An environmental hazard, setting up a dangerous situation, like a loose rug or wet floor, that causes her to slip. Bill would need to ensure that the accident appears natural, minimizing suspicion and avoiding detection. The role of Remy Price. Remy, being handy and familiar with the mansion's layout, could be tasked with removing or sabotaging safety features, loosening handrails, creating hazards, or placing objects to trip Luna, directly pushing or causing her to fall. If Remy is willing, he could physically push her during a moment of confrontation or distraction. Alternatively, Remy's boyfriend could intervene directly, particularly if Remy is hesitant or fearful. The involvement of Luna's environment. Luna is residing at the Spencer mansion, which provides numerous opportunities for a staged accident. An accidental stumble on a staircase, a fall in a slippery or cluttered room, a misstep during a confrontation or emotional scene. The environment is familiar territory for Luna and her would-be assailants, making such an accident plausible. Part 4. The emotional and psychological impact. On Luna. Luna's perception of her safety is fragile. If she were to experience a fall and miscarry her pregnancy, the emotional fallout could devastate her. She might become even more dangerous, spiraling into rage or paranoia. On Will. Will's emotional attachment to Luna and her pregnancy complicates the situation. Should Luna sustain an injury or miscarriage, Will's emotions could oscillate between relief and guilt. He might grapple with whether he did the right thing or whether the situation spiraled beyond control. On Bill. Bill's conscience would be heavily burdened. Orchestrating an accident, especially one that causes harm or loss of life, would leave him wrestling with guilt and remorse. The moral compromise could haunt him and threaten his mental stability. Remy and his boyfriend. Remy's reluctance or compliance reflects their moral boundaries. If they go through with it, they risk deepening their own moral conflicts and emotional trauma. If they refuse, they might be targeted or threatened, increasing tension and danger. Part 5. The potential outcomes and future plotlines. 1. Luna suffers a fall and loses her baby. If the scheme succeeds, Luna might suffer a fall, leading to miscarriage or serious injury. This could trigger her descent into madness or lead her to seek revenge. This could cause Will to feel conflicted, which may push him away from her. A lead to legal repercussions for Bill and those involved. 2. Luna discovers the plot. Should Luna suspect that someone tried to harm her, she could become paranoid, leading to increased danger for everyone involved. Her wrath might turn toward Bill, Remy, or others, escalating the conflict. 3. The scheme fails or is exposed. If the scheme unravels, perhaps Luna notices inconsistencies or someone leaks information. Bill's plans could backfire, resulting in legal consequences or family fallout. 4. Remy or his boyfriend chooses to sabotage the plan. Remy or his boyfriend might refuse to go through with the plan, leading to threats, intimidation, or violence. Their moral stance could be tested, and their actions could have repercussions. 5. Legal and moral fallout. If the scheme is discovered, the fallout could be severe. Charges of conspiracy, assault, or attempted murder. Loss of trust and reputation for Bill. Family breakdowns and emotional trauma. 6. Alternative outcomes, forgiveness and reform. Alternatively, the storyline could explore themes of redemption. Bill might realize the moral cost of his actions and choose a different path, perhaps confronting Luna or seeking legal justice. Part 6. Ethical and moral considerations. This storyline taps into profound themes. Is revenge justified when facing dangerous manipulation? How far can one go to protect loved ones? What are the moral boundaries that should never be crossed? How do actions taken in anger or desperation shape a person's conscience? The narrative challenges viewers to consider whether justice can be achieved through morally questionable means and what the long-term consequences might be. Part 7. Future implications and long-term storylines. The impact on the Spencer family. The fallout from such a dark scheme could deepen divisions within the family, lead to guilt and regret for Bill and others involved. Set the stage for future redemption arcs or consequences. Luna's fate. If Luna suffers an injury or miscarriage, her mental state might deteriorate, leading to increased instability, potential retaliation against those she perceives as enemies. This could lead to a storyline exploring her descent into madness or her quest for revenge. Will's emotional journey. Will's reaction to any harm done to Luna or her pregnancy would be complex. His feelings of guilt, love, anger, and confusion could drive future storylines, including his potential attachment to the unborn child, conflicts over what is morally right, romantic developments with Forrester or others, legal and justice themes. If the uncovered scheme leads to legal battles, investigations, and consequences, it could add layers of drama and morality to the storyline. Conclusion: a dark turn in the world of the bold and the beautiful. The storyline involving Bill Spencer, Luna Nozawa, Remy Price, and the staged accident introduces a new, darker dimension to the soap's narrative landscape. It raises fundamental questions about morality, justice, and the lengths one will go to protect or destroy. While the idea of hiring someone to stage an accident is morally ambiguous and fraught with risk, it underscores the intense emotional stakes and moral dilemmas at play. The characters' motivations, whether driven by love, revenge, fear, or guilt, add depth and complexity. Ultimately, this storyline could serve as a pivotal moment for the characters involved, leading to consequences that resonate long after the dust settles. It offers a compelling exploration of how desperation can push individuals into morally gray areas, and whether redemption is possible after crossing such lines. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.